Hi. A lot of people ask us how we sharpen knives in the kitchen, how a professional chef or a butcher sharpens knives. A lot of people think it's using a steel. It's not. A steel will only hone it, so it's good for a couple of runs, but that doesn't sharpen your knife. What you really need to do is buy yourself a good honing stone, which is, this is a good Japanese one. You can get these at Asian grocers. And also, buy the best knife you can possibly buy. You only need 1 or 2 knives in your kitchen, but buy quality and then you'll keep it forever. I've had some of my knives for 40 years. The only other thing you need, I soak that in water. I don't use oil on it. You can use a little bit of detergent if you want, but I'm just using straight water here. So you just put the water on the stone and then quite lightly, heavier on the out, not much on the back. Heavier on the out, not much on the back. And you do that 5 times and then turn it around. Heavy on the out, not much back. Heavy on the out, not much back. And we're looking for around about 15 to 20% of an angle here. We don't want to get too much of an angle. You get too much of an angle, you get too brittle an edge. So keep it really fine about that. And you get to know that by you putting your fingers there and you can feel how high that is. And just keep on practicing doing it. Just go hard on one side and then a little bit on the back and turn over and do it again. And you can just feel it's getting really sharp now, it's going well. And once you're to the stage where you feel is good, that's when you want to stop and then hone. So we'll just hone that out. And then you've got a good sharp knife and that'll last you another good month and a half, 2 months. And then it's really therapeutic doing it this way too, because you can just relax and then get a nice little feel on the knife, get it done nice and sharp. And remember, a sharp knife is always better to cut yourself, if you're going to cut yourself, than a blunt knife. It does it better and you're going to feel better cutting your vegetables, cutting your meat with a sharp knife. That's how you do it. But best to practice, just keep practicing. If you look at the angle, it's about 15, 20 degrees, and then go a little bit heavier on the outside, and then a little bit less on the inside, same on the outside, and just do that a few times. Don't overwork it, and then just nice and relaxed, same degrees there, 15 to 20 degrees. And then you should have a nice sharp knife. And always never put your knife in the dishwasher, never put a knife in the sink. Rule number 1 in the kitchen, never put a knife in the sink. Someone else comes along, grabs something, they're going to cut themselves. So look after your knives, always wash them by hand, dry them off and then store them in your knife block or in your drawer.